everyone, I'm Karishma Karer and welcome back to the Hour Markers. So you can treat this series as your monthly treasure map, as we will be spotlighting a few micro brands that you should definitely check out. There was a time when discovering a new watch brand felt like stumbling upon buried treasure. Nowadays it's like hacking through a jungle of hype. But if you know where to look, there's a quiet revolution going on where independent minds and micro brands are completely reshaping the way you look at watches. First up, SpaceOne. So if you thought worldtimers were stuck in the traditional format, this one is about to shake up your orbit.
Born from the minds of Theo Offray and Guillaume Ladet, SpaceOne fuses space-age aesthetics with mechanical ingenuity. Their latest SpaceOne World Timer doesn't just tell you 24 time zones, it shows them to you in a layout that feels more sci-fi than ever. With titanium and forged carbon cases, a sapphire cockpit, and left-sided rocket nozzle crown, it's a spaceship for your wrist. Now this one is priced at approximately 1.3 to 2.2 lakh Indian rupees.
If you're drawn to bold designs and rare stones, Grandeur watches definitely deserve your attention.
Grandeur is redefining indie luxury with experimental cases, vibrant natural stone dials, and serious horological jobs. Collections like the Strange V3 and Aventurine and Malachite turn each piece into a wearable sculpture. The Revolve model brings together titanium, a jumping hour module, and stealthy design details like a hidden crown and sapphire accents. Now it's built on the automatic Miota 9039 movement with in-house developed mechanical modules featuring a unique time display. A collection that's really making noise right now is the Thor Cube. Check it out and you'll know why. The prices for these watches range from about 42,000 Indian rupees at entry level all the way up to 9 lakhs for the top models.
Now here's one for the dreamers and rule breakers, Exaequo.
Exaequo is a small Swiss watch brand founded in the early 1900s by Philipp Müller, known for its playful and surreal designs inspired by Salvador Dali's melting clocks. Based in Geneva, the brand set out to make art wearable, crafting asymmetric, fluid-shaped watches with affordable quartz movements and gold-plated cases. Now, the most iconic models like the soft watch and the classic melting watch became cult favorites for their bold designs and approachable prices. Underneath their art, a dependable quartz movement just keeps going. And while the brand got tangled in a lawsuit with Dali's estate and disappeared by the late 90s, the soft watch since has become a cult classic. Affordable, wearable, unapologetically weird, but a definite conversation starter. The price, well, approximately 48,000 rupees up to 2.1 lakh rupees depending on the model you choose.
When it comes to American watchmaking, J.N.Shapiro is leading the charge.
When you think of fine watchmaking, you probably think of Switzerland. But J.N.Shapiro is rewriting that story from a quiet workshop in California. Founded by Joshua Shapiro, the brand is all about mastering the lost art of hand-cut guilloche, those hypnotic, intricate patterns you'll find on his dials. Everyone is carved on century-old Rolls engines operated by hand and finished with obsessive attention to detail. Shapiro's designs pair with these mesmerizing dials with unconventional metals like tantalum, gold or platinum, creating watches that feel both timeless and unapologetically original. Inside you'll find high-grade Swiss movements elevated by his team's craftsmanship. Outside you'll find a level of exclusivity that's hard to match. The prices start at around $26,000, which is approximately 22 lakh rupees, and climb up to 72 lakh rupees or more, depending on what you're buying.
This one is proof that world-class watchmaking doesn't really have a zip code. It just needs some vision, passion, and skill. Last but not the least, we have Amida. Now, if the 70s digi trend lives rent-free in your mind, the return of this brand is pure gold.
If you're a fan of retro-futuristic designs, this one's for you. Meet Amida, the Swiss brand that made digital cool way before smartwatches even existed. Back in the 1970s, Amida shook things up with the digi trend, a mechanical jumping hour watch with a horizontal display that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. Instead of hands, it used rotating discs to protect the time through a crystal window on the side of the case, a bold nod to the space age. Fast forward to today and Amida is back with the Digi-Trend Takeoff Edition, staying true to that iconic design but packing it with modern upgrades. An automatic soft roll movement, improved finishings, and even an optional integrated bracelet. The result? A retro watch that's as fun to wear now as it was 50 years ago. The prices sit at approximately 2.7 lakh rupees to 4.3 lakh rupees, proof that you don't need to spend a fortune to wear a piece of watchmaking history.
Whether they're innovating time zones or reshaping watch cases, they're proof that innovation doesn't always have to come from legacy names. It can also come from the smallest ateliers with the biggest ideas. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the Hour Markers. And don't forget to tell us about your favorite microbrand in the comments below.